Hello everyone, this is Divya from the Facebook group Truth and Justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, and this is the next video on our YouTube channel. And for more updates, please do join the Facebook group and be the part of this revolution. If you are a true fan of our beloved Sushant Singh Rajput, all the previous videos uploaded on this channel, you will find the link in the description box. Please do not forget to check them out. Before starting, I would really like to express my sincere gratitude to Aisha Khanji for supporting us tremendously and always motivating us and giving us a boost in this fight. Secondly, I want to express my sincere gratitude to Smita Parikh ji. She has been a very loyal friend to Sushant and has been fighting this battle of justice. She has also shared some memorable moments that she spent with our beloved Sushant. So, if you would like to watch that, please go ahead to the description box and you can check the live video out. Right now, I'm here to talk about certain updates that have been in the case. First of all, Sushant's father, Mr. KK Singh, has filed an FIR against Riyal Chakrabarti and 5 more people. The FIR has been filed on the basis of wrong confinement and restraint, theft, fraud, criminal breach of trust, and abatement to suicide. Now, a lot of you may be questioning why abatement to suicide. Let me tell you that the FIR is based on the official statement released by the Mumbai police who were on the spot of the death, and they have claimed that the death of our beloved Sushant has been because of suicide. Hence, the FIR has been filed as abatement to suicide. But since a lot of pictures were circulating on social media, we all certainly knew that those marks on the body were not of suicide. But the facts will soon come out as the case proceeds further. Secondly, the cause of death in the post-mortem report has been of asphyxiation, and asphyxiation is because what it literally means is uh, that the oxygen level in the body decreased to great falls, which led to the death. Since oxygen is very essential for the body, we very much need it, and hence the as oxygen level goes down, a person can die. So let me tell you, asphyxiation can not only happen in case of suicide. It can be caused due to multiple reasons. For example, due to excessive smoke in a space. For example, a place has caught fire, and due to fire, the smoke level has risen, and smoke contains CO2, CO, and various other gases. So those gases, if they get inside our system, they led to binding of oxygen. They led to decrease in binding of oxygen, which leads to the decrease of oxygen level in our body, and hence, as the oxygen level keeps on decreasing, our body loses its capacity to regain back. And these are some natural causes of asphyxiation, and man-made causes could be attempted suicide. It could be due to someone forcefully tying a belt or any kind of thread around your neck, covering your mouth completely so that you can't breathe at all, or somebody trying to put a pillow on your face, or somebody trying to wrap up your head region with plastic cover or any kind of it. Those reasons can also lead to asphyxiation. Yeah, so by now you all must have understood that asphyxiation is not only because of suicide, but it could be caused due to multiple reasons. and what was the actual cause that led to asphyxiation. In this case, we'll find out as the case proceeds further towards investigation. Now, coming to Riya Chakrabarti, as we all know, her lawyer has filed for an anticipatory bail. It's a common SOP that is being used by people to avoid being arrested. So it basically means that she can only be arrested by the order of Supreme Court henceforth, and she cannot be arrested directly. The police would have to take permission from the court, and then she can be arrested. And the communication is basically all done by the lawyers, and the person is not really have to go to court for all of it. So now a lot of you may be very angry at this point about Ria, but we need to understand that there are certain things that we shouldn't be doing. For example, using of abusive language, bullying, or trolling. We condemn these activities in our group on our page, because by doing this we cannot find the truth and ask for justice. For your information, I would like to tell you that Sonakshi Sinha, along with the Logical Indian Facebook page, with Mumbai Police and Kolkata Police, have launched a campaign against cyberbullying, and they are keeping a close eye on all the celebrities' pages. So please abstain, please abstain from using any kind of abusive language or bullying or trolling words or memes against them, because it can lead to you getting into any kind of issues, and we really don't want that. We have to fight for this justice, and we need to find the truth, and we'll go with our principles and our morals, because morals and values are what make which make a man. So as our beloved SSR also believed really into these things, and he always showed us a very great way of being in your moral and still doing your work. So we should respect him, and we should abstain from doing any kind of these things. And I would really request you all who are watching it to please do join our Facebook group and be the part of the revolution, be the part of the people. Let's raise our voices together in a very ethical manner, being in our limitations, following our laws, and also demanding for our constitutional rights. So please do join our Facebook group. We really keep high standards. So you will definitely not find anything that's unworthy of your time there. Now, one more thing I would like to say, that in the group you may find a bit of delay in the post approvals, but it is because of the high standards that we have maintained so far, and it is only because of those high standards that we've come this far in this case, that people are hearing us, the people who are the stakeholders in the case are hearing our voices. So we really condemn the activities as mentioned before of cyberbullying, trolling, use of abusive languages, and any kind of claims without any evidence. So it might take a bit of delay, but don't worry, your post will definitely get approved if it is in the ethical code of conduct and the manner that we are keeping up. Now, coming next is that we conduct daily life sessions in our Facebook group, and in those daily life sessions, we talk about the daily updates on the case and how far we have come, and we also discuss certain points which needs to be addressed and are not being addressed. So you can also come there and express your views and let us know what do you think on it, and together we can make a change. I really believe in it. We all do. So yeah, that is it, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also do not forget to press the bell icon as you'll get notified as and when we update. Thank you so much.